When you first start watching Yellowstone, it seems mighty nice of men like Rip and Lloyd to offer to take the fired employees to the train station. True gentlemen, those guys. Wait, where are they?
What are you doing? This ain't no goddamn train station.
Sure it is. A long black train.
No.
Oh, well, that was not very gentlemanly. Throughout most of the first 3 seasons, we only see the Duttons make that drive. We never really learn why they chose that stretch of road. First, it's Fred, who's deposited as seen a few seconds ago. Then Walker, who actually strikes a deal with Kayce to live. He might be the only person to ever return from the train station. Then it's referred to as the place to take Wade Marrow in season 3, and eventually his body does get dumped there along with his sons. It's during that moment in episode 9 of season 3, called Meaner Than Evil, that we learn the historical nature of the train station. Showbiz junkies recapped it pretty nicely right here. Lloyd tells Walker that it's the location used to dump bodies by all sorts of people and has been for decades, if not centuries, because it's in a lawless land. There are no residents and no cops. It's 100 miles of humanless real estate, so the bones just sort of pile up. And as it turns out, there is a nub of truth to this, but just a little nub. The train station may very well be based on a real-life lawless land. Hey, it's Billy Dukes, and I want to thank a YouTube user named Gary who tipped us off to this slice of land that Taylor Sheridan likely had in mind when he created this own version of hell. You can join the conversation as well and keep up with the latest from the Yellowstone by tapping subscribe and looking for the new Dutton Rules podcast. That's where the conversation really gets going, and I drop some links to that in the description of this video. Thumbs up this video though if you're loving season 4 of the show, and we'll get going. In Yellowstone, we see the truck drive just inside the Wyoming border before pulling off to a little culvert. The real-life train station would actually be in Idaho. It's called the Zone of Death. And I want to be clear that there's actually no evidence of bodies piling up there. It's just a 50-mile stretch of land that falls outside of any jurisdiction. 5 or so years ago, Vox did a really nice job explaining a theory set forth in 2005 by a college professor named Brian Colt. A real boiled-down version of the story comes from the New York Post, who shares that all of Yellowstone State Park falls under the federal judicial district of Wyoming, including this little slice of land in Idaho. The Sixth Amendment, however, requires criminal prosecutions to be heard by a jury from the state and district where the crime was committed. Since no one actually lives in both the state of Idaho and the District of Wyoming, the Zone of Death has no inhabitants, you can't get a jury. No jury, no trial. The Vox article actually does a better job of explaining it in detail and goes on to tell of several fruitless quests to close this loophole. I'm going to drop a link to that article in the description section. The point is that it's not legal to murder someone there. It's just that there's no jury to try you for it. The loophole has never been sufficiently tested, however, and man, it just feels like that if you kill someone, they're gonna find out a way to prosecute you if you're caught. Better to err on the safe side if you ask me. On Yellowstone, the appeal of the train station is its remote location and its proximity to nothing, but that it's near Yellowstone State Park and it's sort of lawless brings up this concept of the Zone of Death. It returned in season 4 when John challenged the party planner to a duel on the cliff. Spoiler alert, Dutton wins again, and down goes another body. Anyone want to bet on who's going to be next to visit the train station? I'll look for your comments below. I'm Billy Dukes for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.